Well, I'm presenting on a research project that is currently done in New Zealand. And this research project has several parts. The part that I'm talking about is related to co-creational development of evacuation systems. And the underlying problem is that people with movement disabilities struggle to evacuate the buildings of today. And there are solutions. We can use occupant evacuation elevators, we can use areas of refuge, but one of the challenges is that we don't currently know how to communicate that these systems are safe to use. So people with movement disabilities, they might come to an elevator and there is not a lot of information for them. So they abandon that strategy and try to get down using the stairs any way they can. So the project is about looking at different solutions, different evacuation systems that can convey to people that it is safe to use elevators in buildings where we have occupant evacuation elevators, and that it is safe to use areas of refuge. What we're doing is that we're developing virtual reality environments which we can bring to people with movement disabilities and have them put on a headset where they can see a virtual environment and they can relive an evacuation. And in that virtual environment, we're testing different types of systems, and we're seeking feedback from people with movement disabilities to understand what works and what doesn't work. And this is done in an iterative way. So we do a baseline test where we do very simple designs, and we get feedback on if this system design works or not. Is there information that we're not providing? Is there information that they want? And then, based on the interview we do with them in the VR environment, we try and develop new systems that are more intuitive, that are easier to understand. And we do this in an iterative way. So we do a first baseline test, then we refine the systems, we expose people to this in a VR environment again, and get some additional feedback until we get a design that actually works. And some of the things we've already found from previous research is that people want to communicate with someone. If you're waiting in an area of refuge, and everyone else is evacuating around you, you don't really want to sit there and just wait. You want confirmation that it is safe to wait in an area of refuge, and you want to have someone to talk to. And the question is, how do we solve this with a communication system? Do you need to talk to an operator? Can you talk to AI, for example, and then be connected to an operator once you really need help? Since having operators talking to every single person in a 50-story building who's in a wheelchair actually requires 50 operators, and that's quite tricky to solve. So that, in a nutshell, is my presentation.